Hello there and welcome. I'm Andrea Patterson from the Amergin Group. Do you have any idea of what your finances will look like in, say, 10 or 20 years' time? Well, if you're like the majority of people, you may have a vague idea and a lot of hope. The problem with that is you are not aware of what you can achieve without first examining your current financial position and your future goals. Today I'm going to take you through a demonstration on our software program and show you a case study of a person who has been recently divorced. In the demonstration you will see, by planning, not only does the net worth of their estate rise by 25% on the same income, they've accomplished much more as they have set down financial goals. So this is a snapshot of where Mary stands today. It's a case study of somebody who's recently divorced, and this is their timeline, and along here it's represented by the purple and blue line. We have Mary's death set at age 90. We have her retiring at age 66 when she can draw down the state pension. She has two goals on her plan: to send her two children to third level education. We also have two events on her timeline. This one here is the child support will stop when the youngest reaches the age of 22, and also she will stop contributing to the educational fund at this stage also. So now let's take a closer look at Mary. As I said, there are three people in her plan: herself and her two children, a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. She has two goals, the educational goals, which are fully achievable. Her income is currently $75,000 per annum from employment and $12,000 from child support. This is not taxed as it is solely for the upkeep of the children. She has three savings and investment accounts. She has a current account here which has just over $5,500 in it. She has a deposit account with $2,000 in it for emergencies, and she also has an educational fund for the third level education, which she received as part of her divorce settlement. This cannot be used for any other purposes except for third level education. The family home is worth $430,000, and she has a mortgage on it of $170,000. She has a pension pot of $85,500, and currently she contributes $3,750 into it per annum, and her employer also matches that. She will be entitled to the state pension at the age of 66. She has two protection policies, a DTA, which is for her mortgage, and she also has a life and critical illness policy there, which is especially important now that Mary is divorced and will not have anybody to fall back on there. The next one here is expenses. Her total expenses per annum are $37,000, and that's for any bills, leisure activities, holidays, anything at all, any expenditure except for the mortgage and the protection policies come under that umbrella. She also has an expense of $5,000 per annum for her car. We use Mary's current financial information to get a snapshot of where she stands today. Then we chat with our clients to find out what's important to them and looking at their goals and life events. We also at this stage look at their financial portfolio to make sure their money's working hard for them. And as you can see, there are extra goals here along her timeline. So the first goal is an emergency fund. She needed to address the fact that she had only €2,000 set aside for an emergency, which wouldn't be enough. It's suggested you have between 3 and 6 months of expenses set aside in case of an emergency. And because Mary is now single and divorced, she would like to have 6 months money set aside. So instead of going down to the bank and looking for an expensive overdraft or going along to family and friends looking for a lend of money, she'll be totally independent. Should an emergency rise, it'll give her great peace of mind knowing that she has money set aside. So that's her first goal there. Then the second and third ones are the third level education. She would also like to give her 2 children, when they reach the age of 32, a deposit for a house of €40,000, and they're both achievable as well. And she has travel plans that when she retires she will get €6,000 per annum to spend in the early years of her retirement. So as you can see, the blue area there is the early years of her retirement. Now we're going to look and see how we achieved the plans for Mary. Well, the first thing we did is open a long-term savings plan, and we will contribute €500 per month into this plan. It's important to have a long-term savings plan because you get your money working for you, you get compound interest, but it's also accessible, whereas saving into a pension, you cannot access it when you want. With a long-term savings plan, it's your money and you can get at it whenever you need. However, it's not too easy to get at. You might need to wait a week or something, just so you're not tempted to withdraw from it in a willy-nilly manner. So we have steps planned here. Initially, she's going to contribute €500, as I said, and then when Mary reaches the age of 52, she is going to contribute €2,000. Now we're going to look at her pension. We have changed the pension contributions. So presently she puts €3,750 in it. However, we are going to up that contribution to €7,500 annually. And we're adding steps into this. So when Mary reaches the age of 50, she's going to contribute the maximum allowed into a pension allowed by revenue, because saving into a pension is the most tax efficient way to save. You save 3 times. The first on your contributions, the second time on the growth of your fund, and the third time is a tax-free lump sum. So it's a total no-brainer not to put money aside into your pension. There we have seen some of the goals Mary wants to achieve. These are very personal goals, and getting to know our clients is very important at this stage, so we can deliver the best outcome that fits in with clients' goals and values. So this is a comparison of the 2 plans. So the top plan are the new plans, and as you can see, there are more goals in that plan. And the bottom plan is where Mary stands at the moment, a snapshot. And the other big difference is in the bottom plan you'll see the blue line going along the plan along with the black line. So the blue line are for basic needs and the black line are for total needs. Whereas in the plan above, the new plans, there is a gap between them, and this means that we have saved any spare money. The problem with not getting into a habit of spending is that your lifestyle grows to meet any surplus cash. So that's why it's important to put goals along your timeline so you will achieve what you want to achieve. It also has implications for the value of your assets, and as you can see here, we'll just look at her assets here upon death. She has over 2.7 million her assets are worth in the top plan, as opposed to 2.1 million. So as you can see, there's a vast difference. And now it's just looking at any other goals that Mary might be interested in. She could look at seeing when she'd like to retire. Rather than 66, we could change it to 60. So we have put in all the information here now, and now we can look at other options that Mary would like to achieve, whether it's leaving a bigger legacy to her kids, retiring earlier and travelling. It's all down to planning it out and putting your goals down so you can achieve what you would like. I hope you found this video useful. Our service can support solicitors to get the best outcome for their clients who find themselves in a totally new financial position due to a divorce. Lifestyle financial planning is a very useful service when negotiating a settlement or afterwards, as it provides clients with information and support to alleviate some of the stress and uncertainty that comes along with the divorce process, helping clients to achieve a more secure and confident financial future. Please feel free to contact us at the Amergin Group if you would like to inquire about any of our services, or if you have any questions, please contact me. And remember, a secure financial future doesn't just happen, it is planned. Thank you.